Hello, everybody. We've just flicked back over the stream. Myself and Jay's fight talk back here. We've just finished Turner versus Rafferty, which was a cracking fight. But we're here now for Nick Ball versus Ronny Rios. WBA featherweight honours on the line. Should be a good one, Jay.
Should be, it's been hotting up this week. They both look ready. I mean, Rios has come over here to, as undeserving as some people may think he is, I think he's come here to try rip the title away. And I don't believe the wrecking ball is going to allow anybody to do that. I think whoever you put in front of Nick Ball tonight, you'd get a performance. I'm expecting fireworks, mate. Nick Ball don't fight boring, does he? He's not going to go and try win on points, is he?
Nah, he's
get what you get with him.
Pressure fighter, and he loves it. He loves a scrap.
Yeah, he's going to come and try to take Rios's head off. So I'm expecting a statement. Didn't you go? Oh, I think I went mid.
I went late, to be honest with you. I went late, round 10.
Or did I do one of my stupid, he's going to twist his ankle in the second, dislocate his elbow in the third, and fall off his stool in the fourth? I normally do some stupid. It's just showing. I know it's not boxing, but it's Fight Sports, and we'll be live later on this evening or tomorrow morning for UFC 307. Just been showing a sort of a promo for that. That's
of course, if there's a fight, we'll be there.
It's slowly but surely it's got a bit of traction this week. Certainly for me, I've got more excited the closer the cards come. When you look through, there's some good fights on that card. So
definitely, yeah. So for this, I think Ball will do it late, but I've had quite a bit of engagement on my YouTube this week with especially people from across the other side of the Atlantic, which is always great. But a lot of them are saying that they think Nick Ball will win a decision, and there's good value in it. So
I think he'll get a stoppage. They've just panned out to the audience. If ever I've seen an advert for Turkey, it's just been shown on TNT1. The teeth and hair transplants in that audience are amazing. There's some money being spent there.
Big up Turkey. Do your thing.
Shape of Nick Ball.
Yeah, ripped shreds.
Shredded. Built like a
He lives the life, man. He's a consummate pro, Nick Ball. He's always in shape. He's always there to fight. Look at his fight with Ray Ford last time out. Look at his fight with Vargas before that. Isaac Dogbo before.
When he fought Ray Ford, he'd only fought Vargas. What? 10 weeks
December was Vargas on the AJ Walling card, I believe, and then Ray Ford was June, was it, on the 5 versus 5?
Oh, right, so it's longer, but yeah, I mean, but even still, to get yourself up for that fight after the way he got shit on against Vargas, because let's call a spade a spade.
Ray Ford's a good fighter, man. You don't want to be playing games with Ray Ford. I'm telling you, he's a very good fighter. And that was a good win for Nick Ball.
Yeah. Great win. But to get motivated after what happened to him, so he got shot on. He got a terrible decision. And to put on the performance against somebody in certain respects he were expected to lose against. I mean, Eddie Hearn brought Ford over here for that purpose, because he thought he could beat the wrecking ball, and he come unstuck.
Eddie was very confident that Ford would beat Ball in that 5 versus 5, and he claimed that he won the fight. I actually scored it a draw. In fairness, it was very close, and Ray Ford did put in a good performance that night. But Ball,
he did put in a good performance, but I didn't have it. I had Nick Ball winning that by 2 or 3 rounds. Just on work rate and cleaner work for me.
Yeah, Ford's up at 130 now. He's officially moved up, so he won't be fighting Nick Ball again anytime soon. But Ronny Rios, he's fought a few names. He's fought Murjan Abdaliev, better known as MJ. He's fought Vargas. He went to a decision with Ray Vargas. Lost the fight, but at the top level of the sport, Ronny Rios has been beat. He's 34 years old now. I'd be surprised if he came over and did a number on Nick Ball, but you just never know. And sometimes when you've been fighting the who's who, like Nick Ball has been fighting killers in his last few performances, you can take your eye off the ball, no pun intended, but you can. And we've seen many a fighter over the years tripped up fighting an opponent that they're just expected to go in and win. So Nick Ball's got to be careful here.
We have. Nick Ball's not that guy.
Yeah,
I don't believe Nick Ball's not that guy. He wouldn't even answer questions. I mean, I've watched a few interviews of him this week, and I've seen a couple of people try sort of push him on what he wants for the future, and he won't get drawn in. He's a consummate professional. I believe that this is what he's dreamt of, being a world champion. I believe any boxer that laces up. I mean, I wanted to be a boxing world champion. I struggle to box eggs, but I'm saying, as a kid, you all have dreams, don't you? And if that's your sport, and I believe that, especially after what happened to him against Vargas, he's not going to underestimate anybody.
Nah,
he'll think don't get me wrong, in the back of his mind, his ego will think he'll smash through him, because he has to think that to be to get it into a world champion's mindset. But I mean, he won't be dismissive of his skill set, and I believe that we will see, a stereotypical Ball performance, non-stop coming forward, throwing punches in clusters, looking for overhand rights and left uppercuts. I think we're going to see a breakout performance for Nick Ball. I know that sounds daft coming from for a world champion. I know what you mean.
It's a showcase fight, isn't it? It's a showcase. It's for Ball to go and show his,
and I think we're going to see off back home. I think that's the type of performance we're going to see. I think we're going to see a stoppage, but earlier than expect. I think I said mid. It all depends how Rios handles the first dig, really, because he hits hard from the first bell, doesn't he?
He does, mate, yeah.
Got Jason Quigley in Rios's corner.
Oh, it must be, is it, who does
top
he...
rank. Top rank?
I'm not sure.
Mind you, Quigley's not top rank. He was gold. Wasn't he golden boy? Or were he top rank?
Who is it?
Jason Quigley.
Oh, who's golden boy? Quigley.
Is Rios a golden boy fighter then?
I'm not actually sure. If anyone can help us out, let us know. I'm not sure at all.
Are they out the same gym? Here he is. Nick Ball, lad.
The wrecking ball on his way down to cause some absolute chaos as always.
The catcher. Look. Imagine this feeling. People that he knows in the crowd. And
yeah. He's taking it in, man. He's enjoying it. Credit to him. He's been on the road and he's in Saudi in his last couple, so he's...
That does my head in. People recording while they're there. It does my head in. Just sit and flipping watch it. Everyone stood up recording. Just live in the moment. Record it on telly. Quigley. Do you know what? I thought he'd do a lot more than he has.
Yeah, I know. He's had a few... he fought Balanga, didn't he, recently?
Yeah. He got his ass whooped.
Well, hopefully we get a good fight here. Hopefully Nick Ball Ronny Rios can come and not get blown away in a couple of rounds. It'd be nice to see Ball tested and get a good fight. Obviously, we want Ball to win, but
I don't want to see that from him against Rios. I think it's the wrong. If he gets tested by Rios and it's a tough fight,
yeah,
it's
I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, don't you? To be honest, I'd like to see Nick Ball beat the brakes off him and scream for Vargas.
Well, yeah, he needs a unification next. Yeah, who are the other champions? Angelo Leo's got one Can't think who.
I'd have to look.
Angelo Leo just beat Luis Alberto Lopez, knocked him spark out. One of the knockouts of the year so far. Phenomenal shot. Anyway, introductions underway. Ball Rios is with us. Fair play to Frank, a 7-fight main card that started at 7 o'clock 3 hours ago, and we're at 10:15, and it's the main event. 10.
So I'll tell you what, Nick Ball's one of the only fighters that a significant height and reach advantage to his opponent has never. Do you know what I mean? He navigates that the best.
Yeah, it's insane. He's like 5'2" or something.
He's a bit.
And then
like
he's fighting Vargas, who's like a 6-foot featherweight.
Yeah, he's a bit like Tank like that, where he the fact that he's considerably smaller never seems to be I know it's obviously a disadvantage, but he seems to be able to maneuver his way and overcompensate with other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I'm always right.
Always right. All is just zoned in, man. He is lazy.
He's usually emotionless. It's the first time I've really seen him smiling and that on his ring walk. He's normally just zoned in.
Rios got a decent sized team over with him.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, guys, who you're picking. I'm assuming most people have got Ball taking this one, but give us round predictions, or if anyone's picking the shock upset here for Ronny Rios coming over from the States. I've got him winning in the 10th round. Jay's got it a bit sooner than that, but we'll soon see. But Nick Ball, I'd imagine, is going to come and stick it right on Ronny Rios from the outset here. Ball just looks stoic. On it. He's soaking it all in, nodding his head. Crowd are going wild for him.
Big night for
him. Big up Kevin Ajarko in the front row. Been on the channel before. Good fighter.
Yeah, he's all right.
He beat our good friend Troy. Unfortunately.
Right. He's good, to be fair. I think it's his career's sort of, he's calling for fights and people won't fight him. He has been calling for.
Yeah, he didn't get renewed by Matchroom, which set him back a bit. But he's fighting on the Conlon boxing shows now. But we'll see. He's another one. He's at Joe McNally's gym.
Yeah,
Rotunda, ABC. He's fighting out of there as well. But here we go. Anyway, Ronny Rios, Nick Ball.
I think that Dennis McCann's there as well, isn't there?
Yeah, McCann's there. Yeah.
Here we go. Round 1, seconds out. Let's go.
See how this one plays out then. Ferocious start, I'd imagine, from the Wrecking Ball. Expect no different from him here.
He reminds me of someone, does Rios. Is it Angulo? He reminds me.
Alfredo Angulo. He was in some wars, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Ball nearly swings off his feet with a left hook in the opening seconds. Love it. He's not going to come to mess about, Nick Ball, is he?
No, get him out of there if you can. I'm telling you.
Rios is seasoned though, so he shouldn't be completely
able to navigate his way through.
Yeah,
he's keeping his hands tight. Look,
it's hard to put a gauge on if Nick Ball's because he can punch, but like he loads up so much. But like I don't think he's like a ferocious puncher or some good shots.
We said the other day that I said I didn't think he was a concussive puncher.
Yeah,
concussive one-punch knockout loading. Probably now I've said that, but I know what you mean. He does have to put a lot into his punches.
He puts so much into his punches. Yeah, it's not like effortless power, is it?
Nah, but he can do it for 12. We've seen him do it at the highest level with Vargas.
100%.
So if it works for him, hitting hard, Rios looks overawed at the minute.
Yeah, he does. But Ball's pace is ridiculous as well. And Ray Ford and other people have struggled with his pace as well. But, you know, he doesn't keep it for all 12 rounds. It's impossible. But
Tell you what, though, Rios he's throwing some wicked body shots though.
Yeah, Ball's getting hit to the body a lot by Ray Ford as well in his last fight. Been a fun first couple of minutes, actually.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the first holiday destination for Nick Ball post-fight is Turkey. He's getting a little bit of a penalty spot there. I feel your pain, Nick. I just can't afford to go to Turkey, mate. That's why I've got a Sherman head.
Yeah, Rios is there for a scrap as well, which
he's tucking up, and then every now and again he's coming with, there you go, look, another body shot. Nick Ball's bridge of his nose is damaged.
Nick takes shots. There's no doubt about it. Nick Ball, he's the epitome of take one to throw one. He throws that left hook.
And have you noticed he does talk while he's in there, and he'll let him know when the captain.
Yeah, he throws that really like hot, like looping left, doesn't he, Ball? Mate, you've called it a few times. Rios is ripping his body,
Oh, Jesus. They both let go at the same time. Nick Ball sort of wobbled a little bit. I don't know whether they were off balance, but...
Yeah, it was just off balance, but it was a fun first round, that, man. Rios done well.
I'm just going to change my lighting, because if for anybody that's worried, I am naturally yellow and I do not have hepatitis, but I'm going to change this lighting because on my screen I look like a flipping Simpson. I don't want people starting to GoFundMe for me kidney disease. That's a bit better.
1-0 to Nick Ball for me, but it was Rios had his moments.
He didn't throw enough for me to win that round, but Rios, it were mostly defensive. But listen, he's in it. I told you, he's in this fight.
Yeah, man, he hasn't travelled all this way to lie down. That's a fact. Let us know how you're scoring it, guys, round by round. I've got a 10-9 for Nick Ball after one, but fun. Dan saying this ain't going long, mate. That was a fun first round, and Rios showed a lot as well. So if they're going to continue at this pace, Dan, there's no way this is lasting long, mate. But it's fun. Let's call it for what it is. But Ball is fun, man. Like, look at him; he's just straight in front of him. Rios might not hack the pace. These boys are swinging. I don't think Rios wants it to last long either, to be honest with you, Dan. I think it's just like mano a mano, isn't it, really?
Oh, wow.
Jesus, Nick Ball loads up, doesn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what? If I didn't know he could do it for 12, I'd say he can't keep this up for 12.
Yeah, we've just seen him do it. We've seen him so many times.
Oh,
some wicked shots there.
At world level as well. I tell you what, them hooks to Rios's body are hurting him. Watch how tight he keeps his elbows on defence.
Yeah. Do fear for Ball at some point, though, like...
Takes too much.
Just this style, yeah. Like... He does take a lot, but Ray Ford, Ray Ford's a great fighter, and he took. To be fair, Rios's body work here is solid. I cut myself off there, but I can't help but see that left hook that Rios is. Yeah, shut up, Sam.
I know what you mean,
by Nick Ball.
I don't like that damage on Nick Ball's nose. I really don't. If this fight goes late, I can see that being a problem.
It's a bit of a headhunter, I think, Nick Ball as well.
Have you noticed him throwing that Golovkin chopping?
Said that, yeah. He loves that Golovkin. He's always throwing that. He threw that against Ford quite a bit too.
It's a good shot though, because it works if it catches you.
It is, yeah. Good shots by Ball. He's on Rios here. Back him against.
Look at his nose. Look at Ball's nose though.
It's a bit of like, right, you have a go, then I'll have a go, then you have a go.
Yeah.
Oh, some good uppercuts on the inside.
Bit like us on his pod.
yeah. It's like a game of tennis, this.
Yeah.
They kind of acknowledged each other a little bit there as well. The same kind of thing. Man. It is. It's a fight, man. Rios is here to fight, and fair play to him, man.
Yeah.
Good jab there by Ronny Rios. Really solid jab.
That behind the ear is what a scrap. Hey, what? Nick Ball's nose is busted
Yeah,
pieces
man.
already.
Told you these banana skin fights, man.
Told you he's got damage there, you know. That'll be a problem later on when blood's going down back in his throat.
It's potential for a broken nose there.
Yeah. That cuts
Bit of early adversity here for Nick Ball. I'm telling you. Let us know in the chat, guys, what you're thinking. But Ball's having a little bit of early adversity here.
That was another ball round for me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've got him 2-0 up, but you know his nose is a mess, and Rios is landing some good shots on him. You know, it's a competitive 2-0. It's fun. I'm liking it. It's exactly what I wanted to see out of the fight.
Yeah. Like you said,
he does take a lot though, Ball, and like you say, you know, I don't think right now there's a featherweight that punishes or hits concussively enough to punish him. But if the monster comes up from 1-2-2, he certainly hits hard enough.
Stop saying that.
To punish him, and you know he does take shots. And Ronny Rios he's not an elite featherweight at the end of the day. And if he's finding a home for you,
imagine what I could do.
Imagine what Jay's fight talk could do. But anyway, Ball comes out even with his nose busted, just throwing for the heavens. Yeah, he is. I agree, mate. His game is anything, Rios, and credit to him, man. Credit to him. I didn't see the MJ fight, actually, to be honest.
Oh, what a shot. Told you. I said early, man.
Oh, that was brutal.
Told you, man. This fight.
Yeah, the legs don't look too steady. There.
Here we go.
The legs don't look too steady. Ronny Rios is on the deck. Nick Ball's going to throw everything at him here. He's going to do well to survive this.
Let's hope he don't get caught, though.
God, Ball's reckless, though, man. I know he's the wrecking Ball, but he is.
But I know what you mean. Listen,
he's crazy reckless, man. And he can't punch himself out because Rios is seasoned. You know,
just changed his stance then as well. Oh, Rios is coming back. Wow. Yes. Now this is a
fight, boys. I'm telling you, man, this is a fight.
Nick Ball's cut over at right eye as well, I think.
I tell you what, Rios would have had plenty of chance there if he didn't want this to.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Nick Ball, man. What a scrap. Oh, shit, the bed. Like you said, Sam, it's just accumulation. It's not necessarily.
Yeah. He might not put you to sleep with one, but, you know, he's just constantly throwing shots at you.
Nick Ball, though, he's putting a lot into this. I know he's got good cardio, and I know we've seen him do 12 rounds at world level, but he is trying to take his head off.
Throws leather into everything. The dancers think
don't like that, what he does.
To be honest. Wants to take Rios out with a counter punch, yeah.
Throwing him with his shoulder and that. He'll get in trouble for that eventually.
Yeah, it's calculated aggression by Ball, but he caught one there. He
needs to stop using his arm, Sam. He keeps holding him with his arm. And not
it's actually amazing how he doesn't punch himself out, you know?
That's the only worry for me.
No, but he's done it too many times now to question his cardio. It's insane.
Ref's going to stop this, you know. Look.
Yeah, the ref's having a look here, isn't he?
They are near end at rounds though as well, so it could just be that. But ref
if he'd have jumped in there, it would have been ridiculous.
Yeah. Ball's looking tired, you know. I'm tired.
Big up, Lewis. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Just dropped in the link there. He's out, so he can't watch the fight, but he's tuned in, and we'll keep you up to date, mate. Rios just down in round 3, so 10-8 for Ball. I've got him 4 points up after 3 rounds, should I say? But Rios has been game, as Dan so nicely worded earlier. for us. Big up Dan Evans. But yeah, fun fight so far, Lewis, and cheers for tuning in, mate. The ref was having a look there when Rios was in the corner, but there was nowhere.
Yeah, the action sort of waned, didn't it? So there were no reason for him to step in, but he was definitely having a look, because at one point Rios was literally just covering up. He was not offering anything back. Got his legs back now, though.
Yeah, all good, mate. It's been fun so far. Yeah, Danny's so fun to watch, mate. Going forward, Nick Ball. You know, I might be reaching here when I'm saying this. He might be the most fun offensive fighter in boxing. Honestly, he just goes. It is controlled aggression too, but like he just throws and just moves forward.
I don't know. Easy, Tiger. I think you're reaching there. I think Jaron Ennis is better to watch.
Oh,
Crawford.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
Have you not seen me shadow box, man?
No, on Jaron Ennis and Crawford.
I do know what you mean. He's up there.
They're more skilled than Nick Ball for sure. Oh, what a shot by Ball! Staggered Rios back. He didn't go down, but he definitely took a big step back. He's so fun. He's fun. He's better to watch. He's more fun to watch, should I say? He's going to be a more fun fight.
He puts himself in danger as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, man. He doesn't have the. He's not as blessed as Crawford and Jaron Ennis. They're far more. They have more talent than Nick Ball, but he's
calling him on now.
He's so fun to watch, man. Yeah, I agree, Dan. If similar to his last fight against Ford, although he never had Ford down or like badly rocked, Ford came back into the fight later on.
Dan, your spelling's setting my OCD off. I'm only joking.
Mate, I'm telling you here and now, Ronny Rios, if he didn't want to be in there, you'd know about it. He's took a hell of a lot of shots here from Nick Ball.
And he's still in this fight.
Still there, and he's still fighting. So credit to him, man.
He's losing it, but he's in it.
Yeah. He's taking a shot, in fairness to him.
Fucking hell. Nick Ball's slowing.
He'll take Lowell's ball and then he gets a second wind. His cardio is insane.
Is it me or does he look wobbly though?
Look, yeah, it doesn't lend itself to like a long career or anything like that. The way that Ball fights, don't get me wrong, but he's going to be fun for how long he's around, because we've seen it before. Brandon Rios.
Oh, he used his head as a flipping defense. I tell you what, John Murray against
John Murray's another good example.
Yeah, but what about when he fought Rios?
Oh, Brandon Rios, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ball's nose is pouring.
There wasn't a lot on those.
Oh, punches. Some great shots to the body at the end of the round by Rios there.
That was a lot closer that round.
I'm telling you, if I'm Rios' corner, I'm saying, look, I know you're taking a bit of a pasting right now, and you might need to ride this out for a couple of rounds still. But that guy's got a broken nose over there, and he's going to be really struggling. He's putting a hell of a lot into every single one of his punches here. Tuck yourself up. Don't take anything silly for the next few rounds, and we're going to take this fight over in the second half of the fight. That's exactly what I'm saying if I'm Ronny Rios' corner at the minute.
AJ, you hear that? That's what you should have done, mate. We are available. You want to pay us them multi-million-pound checks? We'll be in your corner for the Dubois match.
It's cutting edge. It's like Shane McGuigan on TalkSport when Ben Davison's in the corner. That's the kind of content I'm pouring out there. But it's right, But at the end of the day, he's the one in there. He's the best. He's the one in there taking the punches, not me. Only he knows how much these punches are hurting from Nick Ball.
Yeah.
Fun fight, though, man. Very, very fun fight. Dan's come on with the right spelling here for you, Jay.
Yeah.
What heart, exactly, man. What heart from Rios here, man. I'm loving it.
What heart, guts, chin, determination.
At
I mean, anybody
34 as
that
well, it's
said
his
he'd
last
come,
hurrah, man.
anyone that said he'd come here just to pick up a paycheck is being proven wrong, because this kid's come here to try and win a world title.
Yeah.
You know, and he's giving Nick Ball an absolute dogfight now.
Yeah, Nick Ball knows he's in a fight. Dan's got autocorrect to blame. Yeah, fair enough, Dan. I agree. The autocorrect.
I was only joking anyway, mate. I was only joking.
It's Jay's fight talk. Dan is the ultimate troll. You should know that by now.
You know that now.
Big up, Lewis. Thanks very much for that, mate. Appreciate it. You're a good man.
Oh,
Hope you're having a good night out as well, mate.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. We're definitely underrated. Definitely.
I wish I was an expert. Maybe one day. Nick Ball's face is a mess, by the way. Like, I think an absolute mess. If you just turn the fight on for the first time, you'd be thinking, like, what the hell's going on here?
He looks tired for once.
But like he's
tired.
He probably can't even breathe out. That nose is an absolute state. Yeah, completely agree, Dan. He's ripping Ball to the body. If, like I said at the end of the last round, if he can ride out this next little couple of rounds here, then I expect him to get a bit of a foothold in this, and it's going to be really interesting.
Very.
Yeah, and I always think that too about Ball, Dan, but I've stopped doubting him because the forward fight, he looked like that, and then he found a second win. So I think he's pretty. He knows his pace and he knows what he can do now, because he's boxed 12 rounds a few times now. But yeah, that face, man, look at it. It's covered in blood. It's covered in blood.
It's making George Warren's Guyliner run.
I think there's plenty for Rios' corner to be, and Rios to be taken from this, even though he's losing pretty much every round.
If they can't take positives from this, then I don't know what they can, because he has taken Nick Ball's best punishment.
He's still there. Nick Ball's a mess.
Well, it's not even the fact that he's just there. Sam is starting to offer something. What an uppercut to end the round. I mean, that round was the closest one for me, but I still gave it to the wrecking.
Yeah, I think Ball won it as well. First time for everything. Dan said I'm right. Yet the nose is absolutely terrible, mate. This is a lot better a fight than I was expecting. Look at that nose. That is, if that isn't broken, then I don't know what is. Like, that's bad. But again, you know, it's Nick Ball. His cardio is absolutely insane, but it's actually pretty gruesome watching that, to be honest.
Looks tired, doesn't it?
He does, but he just doesn't stop. Nick Ball, whether he's got a broken nose or whatever, like he won't stop. You'd have to nail him to the canvas.
True.
Well, yeah, I think Rios is going to be taking a lot of heart from this, and I expect him to start winning a few rounds very shortly.
Considering where he was when he got knocked down. I mean, I did say rounds 1 and 2 that those body shots might pay dividends later. I still believe that if Ball can't get him out of there, that Rios is going to come on late in this fight now and prove my early stoppage prediction. Well, past that point now. Anyway, I think I said early mid.
Yeah, well, I'm not liking my own prediction of late Ball here, because if he hasn't got him out of there now,
yeah.
But anyway, just takes one. He's had him on the deck. 4-1 Ball with a knockdown. Yes, sounds in and about right. Dan, to be honest with you, I got a bit excited and I've stopped actually scoring the fights. I've just been engrossed by it. Lovely uppercut by Nick Ball. Sometimes I do that.
I love the way Ball takes the body hook straight upstairs.
Yeah.
He does it in one movement.
Oh, he's so well drilled.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. There's method in the madness, even though there is a lot of madness.
It looks very chaotic, but it's not. Definitely not. Rios there. 3 unanswered uppercuts. Nick Ball straight back with a 4-punch combination. I tell you what, Rios can take a bat. I know he's been down.
Yeah, he
take
can.
a dip.
Like, I'm gonna go and watch the MJ fight again after this, to be honest with you, and see how he got rid of him, because
First warning to Nick Ball for pushing. He should have had.
Yeah, he's been doing a bit of shoving, hasn't he, Ball?
Using his shoulder and his arm as well.
God, we're nearly halfway through. This fight's just been an absolute good shot by Rios. So it's been a frantic pace.
Great fight. Absolutely great fight. This is what Jay's fight talking. Canelo would be like.
An absolute slugfest. Be Canelo with a broken nose as well.
I just don't think we could get that fight done. We're on different broadcasters. Too much politics.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, good shot by Rios.
And I struggle to fight sleep. There is that as well. And probably wouldn't get licensed because I'm too old. And I'm shit.
Canelo doesn't want it, mate. 200 mil.
Just don't want it, man. He just have tried, but the fact that I'm shit scared and hope that he doesn't.
Good shot again by Rios. Sorry, mate, to cut off your promo for a Canelo fight.
Boxing over lame jokes every day.
Beautiful combination by Rios, head body.
Ball's getting desperate now. He's chasing him. He wants him out of there.
Oh, yeah, just missed Ragley with that left hook, but in typical Ball fashion, runs around until he can hit him and punches him 3 or 4 times. Halfway through this fight, what a fight so far. 6 rounds in the can. Nick Ball busted up, bloody nose. He's winning the fight. He's comfortably ahead. But what happens next in this one? What does Ronny Rios have to bring to Nick Ball for the last 6 rounds? Can he hurt Nick Ball? We know Ball's got a good chin. We know he's tough. We know he's got a great engine. But he's going to be tested here for me.
I think that he really thought he'd get him out of there when he knocked him down, and I don't think he's distributed his cardio as well as he could have. I think he's used additional energy that he maybe would have retained because he's starting to look really ragged for me. I mean, I know Nick Ball has been in bad deep waters before, but this is a high-level matchup. There's only Vargas, really, isn't there?
Angelo Leo's another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're halfway through. Much better fight than I definitely gave it credit for.
Second knockdown.
Oh, that looked flash to me.
Yeah,
it looked flash. Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. I don't think there was too much in that. Like, it kind of, yeah. Let's see though. Let's see what Ball tries to do after. But it looked a flash knockdown. Oh, it's a good right hand by Nick Ball. Jesus.
His hand speed is just...
Yeah, it is. It's frighteningly quick. Rios is in trouble here a little bit, though. It did look like a flash
power, though, as well, Sam. So it's not just blistering hand speed. He's doing it with power as well, with his toes dug into the canvas.
The ref keeps getting into position, but it's nowhere near being stopped for me still yet.
No, if he stops this, man, it's bullshit.
Yeah, Rios has been really cute on the ropes as well, so he needs to bear that in mind, I think.
Why is he so close?
Yeah, he's crouching. It's uncomfortable viewing. Like, for me, Rios is okay at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ball again, just throwing him a little bit. Yeah, let's see. But it was a knockdown. Technically,
but he's holding it with his shoulder.
Ball goes even further ahead. So realistically, unless Rios has got to knock him out, really, or start winning some rounds pretty quickly if he wants to go back to America with the WBA.
Do you think that's why the ref might stop it? Because he thinks there's no chance of Rios winning on points?
Well, I think it'd be unfair on Rios, to be honest with you, because Ball's busted open and Rios has caused that. And he hasn't, he's not out on his feet or anything. He's actually just bobbing and weaving when he's on the ropes. From what I can see, and he's ripping ball again to the body. You know, he's in the fight. It's not a one-sided beatdown, is it? Let's just let's call a spade a spade.
Oh.
It's a brutal fight, though. It really is brutal.
It's a great fight. It's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
We called for this, didn't we?
Like balls on top. There's absolutely no doubt about it. The balls on top in this fight, but Rios is in the fight.
Oh, I thought he stopped it then. I swear to God. I was ready for throwing something at the telly. I thought he stopped it. I didn't, because we hadn't got sound on.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what it's like where you are, but I am frozen here.
Coming into winter, mate. This fight's making me get a bit hot under the collar, to be honest with you. It's absolutely phenomenal action. To be fair, that's the chief support as well. Turner and Rafferty was an absolute cracker as well. This has been a sneaky good card by Frank, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah, watch that again. That was a flash knockdown, man. There was nothing really in that.
Just going back to weather, if for any reason your house is cold and you turn your boiler on and it's not working, you know where to come. Cheers, Fight Talk. We do all plumbing, construction, renewables, MCS accredited. Don't worry about that. We'll sort you out.
There you go. We've just gone from 15 viewers to about 3.
Use the code Jay's Fight Talk for a 20% discount.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Was a big 7th, Dan. Yeah, absolutely. Just as Rios was trying to get a bit of a foothold back into it, Nick Ball came out with it.
Just not letting him. You know, he's giving him a bit of something, but yeah, he wasn't. He never lost that round.
Yeah, I agree, Dan. Yeah, it was a knockdown, absolutely a knockdown. It was flash, though. It wasn't badly hurt. He had more off balance thing for sure.
Yeah, his legs weren't not underneath him.
My 10th round ball prediction's in play here. But to be honest with you, I don't know if he'll get him out of there. But I could see the ref jumping in, you know, at some point, just from what his body language.
He's wanted to jump in from about round 3, haven't they?
Ball pouring at his nose there.
I think it's been a problem.
Yeah, I don't think Rios has the power to cause Ball any real to test his chin, you know.
Listen, if Rios had have had his power about him, Nick Ball's liver would have fallen out of his backside by now, because he's been winging away on it, hasn't he?
His bodywork's been really good, actually. Been impressed with his performance so far. Look at him, as I say that, he's nailing Ball. Ball's a tough guy as well, man. You got to give him credit. He took a hell of a lot from Ray Ford in that last fight. As he's tough. To go with his pressure, his volume, and his forward momentum. He's really tough as well. So that's why it must be a nightmare to fight. It must be horrible to be in there with him.
He's definitely in a proper scrap. I'll say it again. Anybody that dismiss Rios's chances are eating humble pie now, because Rios is in this fight.
99% of the world's population.
Yeah. Me included.
Yeah, 100%. Well, we're nearly 2/3 of the way through the fight. It's going nowhere near. Sorry, I thought it would, but it's been a hell of a fun fight. So I'm not moaning in the slightest.
No, and I mean, I know we've said Rios has lost 90% of the rounds, maybe 100% of the rounds, but not, he's not getting his ass beat, even though he's been knocked down a couple of times.
It really was. I think Rios's leg did a bit of a dance, to be honest with you. It happened about 10, 15 seconds ago. He did a little reaction.
Ref's ready, look. He's ready. Oh, it's end that round.
To be honest with you, Ball hasn't been stung or anything, has he? He's never really been hurt or wobbled or anything like that.
No, I think they need a new towel.
The towels changed colour pretty drastically.
Now I've got a lovely pink towel.
That's what I mean, though. Like, Ball's had a broken nose for what? Six rounds, and it's not really affected him. He's just built different.
We say that. Could he have stepped on the gas a little bit more had he not had the nose break? And would he have got Rios out of there? Do you know what I'm saying? He does look a lot more tired than he normally does. He's gasping for breath. Going into round 9, Richard Woodall has got Nick Ball 14 rounds in front. I'm not saying he's got any Queensberry bias, but he's got him winning by 14 rounds in a 12-round fight. And we're only in round 9.
Potential of 4 rounds left to go in this one. It's been a really fun fight. Nick Ball miles ahead on the scorecards. 2 knockdowns so far. One was a flash knockdown, one in the 3rd round, I think it was earlier, which was a bit heavier of a knockdown. But
and if I keep controlling Richie Woodall's scorecards, we could see Woodall Murphy.
Yeah, that's a fight that we could
not do that.
I can get behind. Definitely get behind Woodall Murphy. Oh, good shot by Ball. Do you know what?
No, I'm sticking. Listen, if it's down to misfits, I'm sticking to other content creators. I would never dream of calling out a real fighter for real. It is pure
Dan Evans. Dan Evans, I agree with you. He has to be. The guy just does not be in dull fights.
If you like boxing, then you can't.
He's here for a good time. He's definitely not here for a long time.
Yeah, you can't not like his style. It's all action. Never takes a backward step, just as he's taking 3.
Love it. We're approaching the SW Fight Hub round 10 next up, but I don't envisage the stoppage coming in it. But you just never know. You just never know. We're approaching the end of the night, but the snap looks to have gone a little bit out of Ball's punches, if I'm being honest.
Like he is reaching with some of them as well. Like he's really
incoming face plant KO now. As the snaps are all gone from his shots, according to me.
He's lost a lot of claret tonight.
Oh, he has, yeah. He's going to need a bit of time out. He's been very active this past year.
So he's going to need a bit of Christmas, can't he? Go have a
good Christmas, yeah. Big up Jack at Absolute Boxing, who's joined us. Hope you're well, Jack. I've said Ball's miles ahead, mate. Actually, I stopped scoring it a little while ago. I think Jay is.
Why is he stopping Nick Ball? Is he buzzed there, or is he taking the piss?
Yeah, what happened there?
Don't know.
But Ball's miles up, Jack. If you haven't been watching it, Rios is going to need to stop him, or at least drop him a few times to get anywhere near it, in my opinion, mate.
Yes. Shut up. Sorry, that's my dogs shouting again.
You're all right. Yeah, so we're with 3 rounds to go. Then once this round finishes fairly shortly, Nick Ball. I'm editing on one screen trying to watch on the other. Jack says, "Yes, mate. It's been fun though. Whatever scorecards anybody has, mate. Don't think any of us were expecting it to be this fun. We're just through 9 rounds, 3 to go. Nick Ball is ahead, but his face is a bloody mess. I can tell you that for free. And he's going to feel this one in the morning."
Yeah, I bet he wishes he sits. I bet he wishes he brought a stool and sat down between rounds now. Standing up. I'm surprised he's not sat on turnbuckle. He looks
he is. Awful. He is, Jack. I agree, mate. He's got to be the funnest fighter in the UK to watch at the minute.
I don't think I've ever seen a crap fight of his. You know, when I've sort of been like,
he doesn't have him. His style just doesn't lend itself to that. He just comes out and he's like, "I'm going to outman you. I'm going to outfight you. And if you want to beat me, you're going to have
to nail me to the canvas. You're going
to have to keep me off you for 36 minutes." Yeah, it's insane, Jack. It is. He does things completely different, man.
I've not. Yeah, you don't see anybody throw him like that. I mean, the closest I've seen to that is usually me at Christmas with a trifle. Doing that. Triple and double uppercuts. Oh, cheesecake. Nick Ball's come out round 10, as he has done for the previous 9, throwing thunderous 3 and 4 punch combinations.
Yeah.
That uppercut.
Oh, that's a good shot by Ball. A lot of people were calling the decision. I told you, didn't I? Not so long ago, a lot of people in the States were calling for a Ball decision. So,
in the show round.
Yeah, I did think he would stop him late, but like the way the fight's panned out now, it's obviously a lot more difficult to see with what's gone on so far. But I expected Ball to sort of, be all over him for that. Well, he has been all over him in fairness, but it was a good right hand by Rios. But
Rios wobbled back then.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Jack. Like stylistically, Ball against Pitbull would be insane. Obviously, it never happened because of the weight classes, but that style versus that style, yeah, I'm with you, mate. That's a fun one. Ball in New it'd be fun too, but I just think that Ball gets hit a bit often is the problem, and the New is just too powerful, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see that fight. He's got Rios trapped now. This is where they'll stop him. There we go. Ref's gonna any second now.
Yeah, Rios got to move.
There we go. He's got whoa.
Oh, jeez. Oh yeah. Call it. Yeah.
It's not finished.
Wow, God, he doesn't even know what day it is. Yeah, I was going to say, get him out. Yeah, unbelievable. I called it, didn't I? Told you round 10, Nick Ball.
Yeah, you did. Well done. Well done, man. Yeah, we got what we wanted.
Yeah, that was a fun fight, man.
Had to fight. Was in control for 99. Yeah, he is.
He's everywhere, yeah.
He gets where water can't.
That's the first one I've got right in a long time, so I'm going to dine out on that for a while.
That now is the new Jay's fight talk. Dubois is
it is.
Through,
yeah.
We always get between the three of us. We normally do all right with predictions. To be honest, Sam's being modest there. We do all right.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that was fun, man. Rios definitely played his part. I hope he's okay because
listen, it was a surprisingly good card as well. Really, to say there weren't any, standout fights other than a couple, but they all had a bit of something. Even the one-sided learning fights had a bit of something as well. Good win, that. Very good win.
Yeah, man, he was tested and he didn't veer off his fighting style or anything like that. He didn't change the tactics. He still did exactly what he was doing before.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the scorecards and who scored it. Who scored it? What from the judges' angle? Yeah, that Irish guy is absolutely. He's in every combat sports event ever. He's not in I swear he'll be in an event in America in like 3 hours.
I would not be surprised if he turns up Salt Lake City in about 4 hours.
Yeah, he'll be on some American card in the next 4 or 5 hours.
Down at Mohican Sun or flipping.
Yeah, he definitely earns his money, so credit to him.
Do you know what, Rios? I mean, we may see him again if he's got, the if he really wants to fight again at a decent level. I believe that any world level featherweight would get a test out of him because Nick Ball's up there in the top 2 or 3 in that division, world ranking wise. He's one of the reigning champions.
Got to be unification next after a bit of a rest, hasn't it?
Who's he going to fight in terms of another voluntary that anybody wants to watch?
Yeah, it's got to be the obvious fight to make's the Vargas rematch, isn't it? That's the one, really, isn't it? But Angelo Leo just won the IBF belt over Luis Alberto Lopez, who's got wins over Josh Warrington and Michael Conlan. So he lost Stephen Fulton, actually beat him as well. Angelo Leo. So Fulton I think Fulton's ball's mandatory actually for the WBA. I'd like to see that fight.
Oh, what? Without a shadow of a doubt, mate.
I think Ball beats him.
I think.
Oh,
Ball
look how
beats
spiteful Ball is. See with his broken nose everywhere, and he's just laying him out on the ropes, man. That is.
I think Ball beats them all, if I'm honest, and I'm not, as biasedly British as we are.
You wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to be over the other corner front. Oh yeah, see they had the towel in their hand after that. You wouldn't want to be in the other corner, would you?
No, I mean, I'd said a couple of rounds earlier, and I thought Ball was looking ragged and tired, and within 6 minutes, he's got Rios on the seat of his pants, flat of his back, out a ring.
5 or 6 punches landed before he fell out of the ropes. That was fair play to him for getting back up and trying to fight on as well. Credit where it's due. He earned his money tonight, didn't he, Rios?
Yeah, I hope he's well paid.
Yeah, well, like you said, I'd like to hope so. And if he wants to carry on, I know he's 34 and he's probably seen better days. But if he wants to carry on fighting, then I'd like to see him again over here.
He didn't get his ass beat, did he?
No, he gave Ball some issues.
There were points in that fight where I thought Nick Ball were in trouble.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. He had a terrible broken nose for the best part of 5 or 6 rounds, 7 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take some time out now, Nick, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
6 months out.
It looks like he's crying. Is he emotional there?
Probably is.
Well done, champ. Nick Ball is built like an absolute brick, isn't he?
Oh, he's just everything
His
he
body
does.
shape reminds me of me. Look,
Prime J's fight talk.
Prime J's fight talk. If I had my head on Nick Ball's body, yeah. The only similarities are he's got 2 arms. That's about the only similarities between me and him.
Yes, we'll check that out, Jack. Good man. We'll have a look. He's got the new boxing game coming up, so streaming it. Beautiful, Dan. Agree with you, mate. The guy is just box office, man.
Yeah.
See what Nick's got to say for himself. Obviously, we can't play any volume, but let us know Nicky Ball. Nicky Ball, Paul Dempsey reckons. Yeah, I don't know about that one either myself. Dan. Yeah, I agree, Dan. I think they're being bypassed on it, to be honest. I think DAZN move with the times a little bit.
What's the crack with Adam Smith?
He's commentating on like MMA and stuff like that, and he's doing like GBM.
He was the head of Sky Boxing, right? That allegedly got cancer, right? The head of Sky Boxing beats cancer. They just drop him like a hot stone. They haven't paid tribute to him, and next minute he's scrapping round doing. He's not even just doing commentary for GMB. He's doing all sorts. It's like he's been. I don't know, man. That cancer story stinks for me. I don't know whether. I mean, I've heard rumours about Adam Smith before now. That I'm not going to get into, but I believe that Sky wanted rid of him, and that's why. You're telling me that if one of the heads of, if flipping somebody that's been there 5 years left, if Johnny Nelson left tomorrow, they'd do a tribute to him. Adam Smith was the head of boxing. He used to sit next to Eddie Hearn at press conferences.
Faded off into the abyss, didn't it? The whole.
It's weird how he's just disappeared. But the reason I got onto that is, he'd be perfect to go on to TNT. He knows his boxing, does Adam. He's a decent play-by-play as well.
Oh
missing a
yeah,
trick.
he really
missing
is.
a trick. Because GMB have got him, and I'm assuming they're not paying.
Well, he does a lot for TalkSport as well, doesn't he? He's kind of going along that probably broadcaster route, I would say.
Who doesn't work? Who doesn't work for bloody TalkSport? I mean,
Yeah,
they
that's
all
true.
do something on there, And I'm an avid TalkSport listener. I listen every day.
Tell you who doesn't. Us. Get us on the
Yeah,
payroll.
They need us on there, don't they? But I think Addy and Adam have got their Fight Sports locked up, haven't they?
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Adam has. Yeah, he is. Jack, I agree with that. Would like him on the zone myself. Yeah, Dan's told us that Nick Ball's calling for unifications, and it has to be. For me, it's got to be Vargas. I actually think that the Angelo Leo fight's better. It's a better fight, but the Vargas fight's unfinished business, isn't it? And Dan's of that opinion as well. Yeah, that's the fight, and I think Ball would. I thought he'd beat him last
fight
time.
any of them. Ball will fight.
Oh, Ball will fight any of them. It'll probably be.
Just going back to Jack about Adam Smith, you won't see him on the zone because he wouldn't leave Sky when Eddie left. Eddie asked him, wanted to take him with him, and he refused.
I heard that they were in talks, and this was probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and it obviously didn't. You'd have to be on at some point, absolutely ripping into that clown Simon Jordan. I'd love the opportunity.
You know what? I rate Simon Jordan because
you know what? He's got a job to do, right? He's got a job to do.
His like me. He knows what he's doing. He talks shit on purpose, and he's an educated guy. So majority of the people he talks shit about, if they do come on, he can tie him in knots.
He's driving engagement. And every Eddie Hearn interview, every Frank Warren interview, they mention.
He knows what he's doing.
Simon Jordan said on TalkSport. It like you got to do the math sometimes. It's blatantly obvious.
It creates the conversations, and such a hypocritical man. Well, not necessarily because it's not his real views. He knows boxing, and he knows what he needs to say to get.
Froch is the same though. Froch does the same. Like Froch wasn't like this when he was working for Sky and DAZN and all that. But now he's doing the Carl Froch YouTube thing. Then of course he's going to say what he wants because he's got that cult of fans that are with him now. That our Froch talks straight down the line. But he wasn't saying those things when he. And I'm a big Carl Froch fan. I love the Cobra, but. He wasn't saying them things when he was working for Sky and working for DAZN.
No, I mean, he did stand on the Black Lives Matter, didn't he? Refused to wear the badge, and he's never been on Sky since.
Jim White's. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah, they know exactly how to drive engagement. They weren't born yesterday, Jim White and Simon Jordan. Jack doesn't like him. He has... Yeah, so...
Nah, Jack, slow down. He wasn't in with Boxer.
Allegedly, he got
offered to buy in. No, he got offered to buy in. He admitted it. He got offered to buy in, and he didn't. He didn't buy in, so he's not involved with them. He just got offered to buy in and said no. So that's not.
But he does favour Ben Shalom. He does favour Ben.
Yeah, of course he does. But
he doesn't press Ben on things like he presses Eddie and he presses Frank, but he doesn't press Ben.
And I'm not sticking up for him, but I have heard him say that Ben Shalom's new. He was
and he's got his reasons.
And he felt sorry for him. And he's very similar. If you remember when Simon Jordan was the chairman of Crystal Palace, well, you won't remember, you young whippersnapper, but
I remember
most of the chairmans were in the 60s that had grown up in the area, and he was this young, cutting edge, modern chairman, and they didn't like him in boardrooms, same as Karen Brady. So he was a new wave. And I think he sees the disruption part with Ben Shalom, and that's why he bumlicks him. It's that simple.
100%. And so Dan said, "Man loved Simon Jordan." Yeah, to be fair,
probably it'd be better viewing. I mean, Ben's got the personality of a cheese sandwich, hasn't he? He's just boring.
He's dull as dishwater.
He is.
But he signed 2 fighters today. Well, Anthony Yard and Shannon Courtenay, didn't he? Over the last couple of days.
God, so we're going to have Lions in the camp versus TBA, and then Shannon Courtenay.
It's already been announced that Yard's fighting TBA,
and then we've got Shannon Courtenay going, ooh, just fight, love. We don't want to see your ass. Just fight. She hasn't
Yeah,
fought for 2 years. She
it
hasn't
is.
fought for 2 years.
I don't know where she went or what's happened, but like Dan said,
Where's
this
she
Anthony
going?
Yarde thing.
I don't think she's got far to go. I think the game's passed her by. I know she's in
But
with.
she kind of just
trained.
fell off the radar. Like I don't know what's going to happen with Yard. Like Dan said, and Jack said, the Yard saying crazy. Like we heard nothing about it. And then they didn't do like.
Do you know what as well? That both of them, Courtney and Yard, I think they've both got long-term Adidas deals as well, which I think is a bit strange. And then they've both been announced within.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, a Yard definitely does, but I think it rings a bell about Courtney as well. But like they didn't announce like, great big signing for boxer. We've signed Anthony Yarde. It was just like Anthony Yarde added to Adam Azim versus O'Hara Davis undercard, and you're like, well, that's a bit of an anticlimax for a huge signing like Anthony Yarde.
Is it, well, with this, do you think Ben's had to go to Frank over this and have negotiated the background and said, look, we need to get him out. We can make a big fight. Let me put him on this. I'd be interested to see whether he's still tied to Frank Warren.
I'll tell you one thing about how Ben Shalom does business, because you can see it from the outside. He wouldn't be getting involved with something like that.
Way. Yeah.
Do safety first. He will know that, because if you remember when Boazzi went to Boxer, didn't Eddie Hearn try something, or was it a Coley, or it was somebody like that? There was there was legal proceedings taking place or something to do with that. So I don't know. I think Frank will get involved next week. Yeah, I'd say so. I think they'll get Beterbiev Bivol done with, and then you'll hear something from Frank Warren about that for sure. Boxers, there's no clear direction where they're going. Yeah, I know they do. They don't have. They're just piggybacking on the Saudi thing now. They've got Azim and Davis, and then Billum Smith's fighting Zerdo, isn't he? But if Fraser loses next week, yeah, I think Fraser will win personally. But I know what you mean. If he does lose,
so do I. I think he won the first one.
Yeah,
fair, but
we'll wrap it there, because we've got UFC probably coming in 3 or so hours. So thanks, Jay, for joining me. Good fight there.
You're welcome,
man. And Jack at Absolute Boxing. Lewis Jackson tuned in. Thanks, Lewis, for coming by. But that was Nick Ball, Ronny Rios. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys.